everybody. I'm Larry Ridley.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington at AT&T Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Dallas Cowboys. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now it's the former Texas Longhorn, Jamal Charles, with a carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2nd down, 9 yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. This is fielded at the 27. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Prescott on 1st down. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Prescott now on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught at the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now here comes Kansas City. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Again, it's Charles. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They come up in an offset eye. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big gain there on 3rd and long. 31 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break the initial wall and you go a long way.
And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. Now with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. As the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Back to throw, Smith. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough 3rd down awaits them.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. There they don't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Let's go. 1-9.
Second down, Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. One man in the backfield, Elliott. He's going to get the football. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down.
Partner, I know you call the play-by-play, but you know your ball. If I throw these numbers at you, all right, 6 yards shy of 2,000 of total yards from scrimmage for a rookie running back. What do you think?
Sounds like me in high school.
Sounds like you doing it, right?
It's really fascinating in what he was able to do. The thing for me, though, he did that as a rookie. Where do you go from here? I mean, can you keep going up from those numbers your sophomore campaign?
I think that you can. He's had examples of that preceding him in the NFL. Some guys who are in the Hall of Fame right now. Remember, he had 16 total touchdowns because it's not just his ability to run it. He can catch it out of the backfield as well. No one plays harder than this guy does, down in and down out. I think he's just going to keep getting better.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And quickly, they get to the line. Play fake for Charles. Now Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. And out come the Chiefs now. On first down, Smith. It's complete to Chris Conley. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now it's the Princeton man. This is Spencer Ware. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Watch 82. Watch 82. He likes to sneak out late. Watch 82.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. So we come upon halftime, and what's a 12-point? What's that? Now? Oh, we're back. Okay, well, something happened to Larry in the halftime show. I guess we're ready for the third quarter. Let's go. This is fielded a couple yards deep. What a spin. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on.
Bye-bye Beasley. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley, 76 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. So they cannot get into the end zone to add the extra pair of points. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again, somewhere.
And now the rookie's free. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 95 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
A spectacular return of 96 yards. Great blocking in front of him on special teams as well as he takes it to the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys.
Hey. Got three. Three down.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. He'll get it running right. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
You know what's really hard for a big-time running back is patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. For this drive, oh, he's come alive and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
Here it comes!
A first down carry by Elliott. Nice stiff arm. The next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll come out in the pistol. Now the backup, Darren McFadden. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Come on, let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to
did
preserve.
the same. It smells terrible. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Cowboys now. They were able to force that 3 and out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3 and outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. Going underneath for Charles. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs...
Back now in Arlington. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far. Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 46 yards on the ground. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. 10th carry now for Elliott. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Oh, what a move. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Darren McFadden, 26 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Back to throw, Smith. It's Hill, complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. They complete it to Hill. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And just a small... glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They come out here in the eye. They'll give to Elliott. And he's got room. Pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because then you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the second.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. He gets it to Brown, complete. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Well, kind of interesting for sure. It worked out for them. They only had a yard to go. You know, when you do that fake punt, you're kind of starting back further than you need to when you only have 1 yard.
Yeah, and I guess they felt like that was a true full fake because most of the time with a yard to go, you leave your offense on the field, you run something from your playbook. But here, they gave the full impression they were going to punt it away and picked up the 1st down. They definitely surprised us.
I was going to say, surprise, surprise. So 2nd and 10 here. Throwing here, Prescott. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Let's go! Flex round!
And oh no, they spike it here. That was 4th down. So they spike it on 4th down, and they will lose the football. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun, Smith. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So possession goes over here on the punt, and there'll be time for me. Maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
The give is to Elliott. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter